They'll move the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. NC State going up tempo. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Punt is on its way. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. From the gun. Here comes the heat. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Nice move to keep running. At the 45 on his way. There he goes to the right. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline.
Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. We saw it right there.
Needs a little room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Softened him up with the run. Now to throw. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker.
Job by the defense on fourth down, blowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Here's the handoff. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Boom. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. They'll pull it on the read.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. 22. He's in open space downfield. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. To the ground, he's got it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. Makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. They go to the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you got to do a better job up front. I think that play was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets in as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Lamb. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Off the play fake on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on!
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, Get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Auburn lines up quickly. The metrics tell you so often. Go ahead. Go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Man, did he pay for it, but that is he got rid of the ball.
Nice job by the defense there, mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range, they go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to...
He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Caught in the backfield. It's fully headed. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds a man on the left. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's fun. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the 1st down, and you're obviously trying to get the 1st down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on 3rd down. I like when you slip them in there and try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Looks as if he's going to run it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always around. Just exhausting.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's hard. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive. Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Trying to beat the D deep. And he'll make the catch at the 15. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown! That's the way to finish a drive and put up points. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Reeled in, it's Harper. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harper. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Finding open areas. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Right back to the well. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are
about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll move the tight end. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll be stumped. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on 1st down. Auburn play fake. He's got it at the 25. Touchdown, NC State. Watch it. Was right to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coates. At midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the fourth down.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few edges, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Creates a little space. He's loose. He's at the waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. And just when they thought they had a chance to pull even, the flag wipes it out, and they'll have to go back to work. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Chunk play. Right on the money. There he goes. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big... And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. You have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play, and they just didn't do it well enough there.
Yeah, it's got to be the offensive line and the quarterback and the running back. They all have to work together to show pass set up front, act like it's a throw for the quarterback, not rush it. The defense clearly not through, got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he had the deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The give to the right. Across the 30, out to the 33, engage 4 on the play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He breaks a tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Off play action on first down. It's complete to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to miss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's time. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Here we go, here we go.
Rides the back and deep. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Arkansas is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 18 to Utah. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Auburn hides up quickly. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now rolling to the left. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Tiger. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing it down.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. power football with the run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short.
Here we go. Set.
Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's there. He'll work his way down to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. To the air on first down. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Yeah, and they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabs it in the middle. Breaks into the end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The inside handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. NC State quick to the line. Back to pass on second down. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
So they've gotten it right on the doorstep. Couldn't get it in via the air last time. Here's third down. Slams ahead. And they add 6 more minutes into the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Things have not gone the way they planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
The first down and get it to their own 41. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. That's caught. It's Harper. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
Just drives it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Stanford. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna try to get it himself. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So here comes the Auburn offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Auburn lines up quickly.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming out.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got got a man. It's Coates. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gap.
Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. The tight end always finds a way to get open. He's just a first down machine, Jesse.
And he's a guy, Reese, that is proven he can beat man coverage, but he's also so good against zone, too. He just knows where the soft spots are in the defense. That's why this quarterback has so much confidence in him.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
The gun to give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost the fire on second down. Pressure coming on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting a big sack, now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our back.
Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Did you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push an envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. It's a draw. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. The screen, and watch out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Snap to the up man. It's a fake. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Rushes on him. Catch in the middle. It's Marco. And he's knocked down. There's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got the tight end. And they're able to get him on the ground. NC State going up tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unleashes it. Working that left side. Timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. The cleats will be tested in this driving rain as he tries to kick to win the game. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Now third and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Passing on the field goal that would give them the lead. They'll go for it on fourth and long. On fourth down, looking for the completion. If he houses this, it's ball game. Got some room to run. And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game saver for the win. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
The give to the back. Oh, he's headed to the end zone. He's in. A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line. They've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.